Alright, I'm actually gonna ult the Greninja here. Alright, let me just belch. Let's get some firepower going. That's the thing is Greedent's ult does give him unlimited berry storage for a minute, so belch does literally its max damage. Alright, how y'all doing? So today we have a little bit of a different video. We're gonna be playing some Pokémon Unite showing off Greedent. Now, I know that Greedent came out in the game about a week ago from this recording, something like that. However, Greedent in the current Halloween event for Unite was featured for free. So I tried my hardest to get him for free with the pumpkin currency that they have. I refused to buy him with coins or actual money. So here we are, we have Greedent. I have put a couple matches into him, but not too much. So what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be kind of explaining his toolkit a little bit, and then we're gonna be doing a couple standard matches just to show him off, and that will be it. So before I start, I know this is a little bit of a different video. Typically, I just upload stream highlights and condense them down and put them as videos. However, I wanted to try this. I wanted to try showcasing some units in a game that I love playing, which is Unite, of course. So we're going to be trying this with Greedent and seeing how it goes. Anyways, let's take a look at Greedent's toolkit first, and then from there we'll kind of go into the matches. So in terms of Greedent's unique ability, so what Greedent does is he drops ore and berries around the field constantly throughout the match, whether it's because of his specials or it's because of just him passively walking around, which you'll see when we get into the matches, of course. So his ability is Cheek Pouch. So when the Pokemon eats a berry, it also recovers HP after receiving the original effects of the berry. At the same time, it stealthily stashes another berry in its tail. Being hit by a single attack or combination of attacks will cause a berry to drop. So yeah, he also drops berries based on him getting hit. And this also accounts for citrus berries, the yellow berries that are around the map in the game, as well as the green movement berry that is located in a couple places on the map as well. So it's not just the orange berries he drops, it's any berry in the game, right? So it's pretty powerful. He recovers HP no matter what, even on the ones that don't recover HP, like the green berry, which is movement speed, he'll still recover HP based off of it. So it's a pretty powerful ability. It makes him really hard to kill, which you'll see when we're playing the game. At least I hope I can display him well enough to show that. But anyways, getting into his moves. So first we have his tackle. So he starts off with tackle, and then he gets either belch or bullet seed. What we're going to do is we're going to rock one of each move for both matches so we can show off all four moves. So we're going to start with bullet seed, which has the user spit the berry seeds in the designated direction, dealing damage to opposing Pokemon in the area of effect and decreasing their movement speed. The more berries the user has stashed away, the more damage this move deals. You're going to see this a lot. So Greedent has this little bar below his health, so he can store up to 5 berries when he eats one. And this and belch both do a lot more damage when you have 5 berries stored. So basically what's going to happen is you're going to see me trying to store up all 5 and then launching this move. So bullet seed, what it does is it's a straight line. It's a very thin, narrow, straight line. And then of course it's going to deal damage from there. And then you have belch, which also deals damage to opposing Pokemon, and it decreases their movement speed. It's in more of a wide arc kind of attack, so you're going to see that once again when we showcase it in the match. If the user has any berries stashed in its tail at the time, it consumes all of them, and the more berries that it has, the more this move's cooldown is reduced. So once again, you want to use this after you've stored some berries. So I believe this is his R, if I'm correct. And then from here we have the ZR, which is defense curls. When it starts off, just gives him shield. From there we have stuffed cheeks. Has the user drop several berries which can be eaten to recover HP. Any HP recovered that exceeds the user's max HP will be converted to a shield effect, and if the user catches sight of a berry, once again can be any berry in the game, not just the orange berries he drops, its movement speed will be increased for a short time. And then finally we have Covet, which has the user run with all its might, dealing damage to opposing Pokemon it hits and throwing them. While running, the user drops berries from its body. If the user eats a drop berry, its movement speed is increased for a short time. The more berries the user eats, the more its movement speed is increased. In addition, tackle, belch, or bolt seed can also be used while the user is running in the middle of this move. Using this move will reset the cooldown of tackle or belch. So what's interesting is you kind of want to use this with belch specifically because it doesn't reduce the cooldown, or doesn't reset the cooldown for bullet seed. It resets the cooldown for belch. So what we'll probably end up doing for the matches is we will run stuffed cheeks and bullet seed, and then we'll run belch and covet together, and that will probably be it for the 2 matches that we end up doing. And then of course you have his Unite move, which is berry belly flop. Has the user eat a berry to recover HP and then leap to the designated area, dealing damage to opposing Pokemon in the area of effect and throwing them. The user then eats a special berry, allowing it to stash an unlimited amount of berries in its tail for a short time and resetting the cooldown of all its moves. So it's kind of crazy. Hopefully I'll be able to actually use it pretty well and tactically during the matches. We'll see. This is only like my 3rd or 4th time using Greedent for these matches, so it's going to be very interesting. So the Helldimes I'm going to be using for Greedent are going to be Score Shield, is this Focus Band, I believe, right? Let me check. Yeah, Focus Band. And Buddy Barrier. So basically all defensive and support items for my team. I'm pretty much just trying to help my team out. Greedent does do pretty decent damage, depending on the situation, of course, and the items that you have. But I'm going for more of a defensive build. So we'll see where that goes. But anyways, what we're going to do is we're going to cut to the matches. We're going to do 2 standard matches, which are both 10 minutes each, and we're going to see how that goes. So I will see you guys in a second. All right, so we're in the first game. What we do, we have a Pikachu, a Sylveon, a Venusaur, and a Greninja on our team. We actually have 2 Masters players, which is pretty dope. I'm actually like Ultra Grade 4, I believe, right now, or Class 4. So I'm not too far behind them. And we're facing a Pikachu using the same outfit, a Lucario, a Cramorant, Venusaur, and Mamoswine. Kind of a scary team. The Venusaur is so stupidly OP, dude. So seeing him on both teams, I'm really not surprised. But hopefully this match will be able to show off Greedent. So we're going to do Bullet Seed and I believe Stuffed Cheeks for this one. Let's just start off with Tackle. I'm going to go top with the Bulbasaur. Which, I mean, it's a pretty good setup. We have the defensive monster, Greedent, and then we have Venusaur, who, you know, tanks pretty well, but also can deal a shit ton of damage, so it's nothing crazy. But you do see here, so you see that bar below Greedent, that is the where I hold the berries and do a bunch of damage based on, you know, what I'm holding. And then, of course, you see that I'm just randomly dropping berries as we go, and I'm trying to grab them. The one thing about Greedent is that you actually have to, you know, consider what you're doing with him, because the enemies can grab the berries, right? So it's not just you who grabs them and takes advantage of it, it's also the enemies. So you have to kind of play around and understand where the berries are going to drop, because if you don't, then your enemies are going to take the berries, leading to some them recovering health, of course. So like right here, I'm just going in because I know that I can recover health, but also the Bulbasaur is taking advantage of that and trying to, you know, try to kill me, trying to grab my orange berries and everything. So it's very interesting. So you're going to see right here, there's going to be a battle for Combi. Hopefully I can evolve. The good thing about Greedent, and I'm going to try to show this off in future showcases. So Greedent, I believe, levels from Squovit to Greedent at level 5. So, you know, that's pretty good. It doesn't take too long to get Greedent. I'm just, you know, bad at leveling, but of course, we're pretty much almost there at this point. All right, I need to try and get some stuff. All right, so we got this Lucario rushing us though, and of course we have Cramorant, being a Cramorant, right? Oh, I was gonna try and kill Cramorant. That's rough. So we're getting a little thrown up top. I just find it interesting. The bottom looks pretty clean, honestly, yet we have 3 people up top, but it's whatever. Frogadier is killing the Bulbasaur. If we could rush in and do a little bit, that'd be nice. I do have Score Shield, so I should probably try to go in and get a little bit of score, especially because I need that level. All right, so I'm gonna rush in with the Score Shield, just get a little bit of score. Hopefully I can get that level up. All right, let's just go after you. Let's get another score going. All right, so we're gonna do Stuffed Cheeks first. So what Stuffed Cheeks does is it basically just piles around a thing of berries forward, so it makes it harder for the enemy to grab them if you plan that out correctly. And I believe it's either level 6 or 7 we'll get our Bullet Seed, and then we'll be able to really kind of show off the pouch mechanic. I think Tackle also uses pouches. I didn't read Tackle properly because, you know, it's a beginner move. I don't pay too much attention to that. However, from what I've seen, it looks like my pouch goes away when I use Tackle. So we're going to go for Dreadnought so we can get the easy levels, of course. I'm going to try and be very annoying with Greedent. Because the thing about Greedent, right, and I mentioned this, Greedent can't die. Like, it's very hard for Greedent to die because he's a defensive Pokemon, so automatically he's made to have defense. But then also, right, he's constantly healing with his berries. So he's just, he's out here being a tank. Yeah, I've got the Score Shield, so I'm going to go in, score a little bit. I'll use Tackle to get away. Alright, let's get this Audino, get a little bit of experience. Alright, so let's go in, do a little bit of healing. I probably shouldn't have thrown that towards him. See, this is how you can tell that I'm a Greedent player that, you know, doesn't really know what I'm doing too much. Just due to the fact that I just Stuffed Cheeks and threw it all towards my enemies. But here, what we're going to do is we're going to toss it. And what's cool about Stuffed Cheeks is that it basically gives you a full bar. Alright, so they went for that. I would really appreciate my team coming and helping me out with this. We do have Bullet Seed though now. This is actually my first time using Bullet Seed, so this is going to be very interesting. So we're just going to have Bullet Seed. Alright, looks like I'm getting hit a little bit, so let's just back away with that. Get a little heal with our berries going. I'm not entirely sure what the enemy team is doing right now. Alright, let's recover some more health. Okay, so you have to hold the button. See, this is the stuff I'm learning as I use this move. So for Bullet Seed, you actually have to hold the button down. Alright, we got the experience. Awesome. Alright, so we're going to try and just stack up our berries more. Go for more Bullet Seeds. Alright, so let's go for some score. Right now our team's not doing too hot. Honestly, I've just been kind of paying attention to trying to level up since for some reason getting experience has not been pretty good for me. Cramorant's ulting, let's just get back. Yeah, so the good thing about Stuffed Cheeks and why this is kind of the move I prefer is because it easily moves on your bar. It's, you know, pretty simple to work with. So let's do this. I have noticed that I'm not doing a ton of damage with Bullet Seed. Like, to me, Belch does a good amount of damage, but Bullet Seed just hasn't been doing it for me. Let's see, let's do this. Yeah, see, I find it interesting just how little damage it's actually doing here. It looks like we're just rushing in. Alright, I was too busy getting that odd enough. I'm going to go up top. There is a Rotom, and of course, we want to get this first thing. I mean, it's all going to come down eventually to Zapdos anyways. It's just, you know, interesting to think. Alright, so Bullet Seed lasts for a hot minute. It's not just dependent on berries. I'm just, you know, berries just help out the move. Alright, so let's Stuff Cheek. Let's get our orange berries up. I'm actually going to score. I do notice that I have my Unite move, but I'm just going to score while I'm here. Let's get some XP while the enemy team isn't here. Alright. It's almost level 10 at this point, which is pretty good. Alright, they're scoring on the bottom, but that's fine. Alright, so we're gonna hurt this Cramorant, push him back. Let's just keep him distracted while we're getting Rotom. I'm actually gonna ult here. I know I can get my ult back up. Alright, let's become a defensive monster for a second. Woo! Let's push on him, let's go! That was very nice. That was very nice. Alright, so now we just have to build back up the ult before Zapdos pops up. Also, there is Dreadnought, so let's get down there and help the team out. We also, remember, we do get a speed boost from Stuffed Cheeks. I'm just trying not to use it at the moment. Alright. Oh, you can aim Bullet Seed in a bunch of different directions. That's good. That's good. And of course, Bullet Seed lasts for like a specific duration. Alright. I did not mean to throw that towards Pikachu, but it's fine. Alright, let's just pelt him. Alright, I'm gonna get back with the eject button. I was getting attacked by his ult, but also then Mamoswine came out of nowhere. Alright, so let's just Bullet Seed, get this Dreadnought. Yeah, we're bringing this back pretty well. At first I was looking a little, but we're bringing this back pretty well. We got the experience. We're already at 68%, so if we can just pull back for a second and we can get this 100% on the ult, that'll be pretty good. And then once Zapdos comes in, it's just kind of about winning that team fight in the center. Almost there, we're at 88%. This is a really good showing for Greedent, at least for me, right? Got a couple kills, got a good ult exchange going there. Let's just drop a couple berries. I'm just gonna use Stuffed Cheeks here to fill up my berries. They are pushing right there. Let's see if we can stop them. Alright, I'm just gonna push Bullet Seed, get a little bit of residual damage going. Alright, that didn't work. Alright, Mamoswine is going after me though. But we're not gonna fight, right? It just depends on Zapdos. I want to save this for Zapdos. Alright, so we have this going. I have my full Greedent build up. We're gonna wait for our teammates. If that Venusaur tries to come after me, I swear no. Alright, here come the teammates. Alright, let's do this. Alright, so now we just gotta win this team fight. It is all dependent on this team fight. Alright, so I'm getting Lucario back. Alright. Come on, Pikachu. Come on, Pikachu. Let's go. Push Pikachu. I see Cramorant trying to score. Alright, Cramorant's running. Alright, we got the Cramorant. So 2 of their members are down. They're attacking Zapdos. I wish I didn't leave Zapdos for as long as I did, but it's whatever, it happens. Alright, we're gonna stuff Cheeks. We're gonna heal up. We got Venusaur chasing us, that's fine. Oh my god, the one problem with Venusaur is he does so much damage. Alright, but right now we're fine. We just need to kill the Zapdos. Alright, I'm gonna build back up. Hopefully they don't steal. We got it. Alright, let's go. Stuff Cheeks, we're gonna get that speed boost. Yo, we got the Zapdos. That's it. That's game. We're basically unkillable now. Oh, and we got the surrender. Let's go. Got the 100 score. Woo! Where are you going, Pikachu? Let's go. I like that showcase. That was a nice match for Greedent there. That was a really nice match. Big fan of that. All right, let's take a look at the final score. Really see how we did. So we got 159, 3 kills and 6 assists, and I got the MVP, dude. Let's go. That was a really good Greedent showcase. So you can see there, right, that Greedent is extremely hard to kill. We died probably once the entire game. Let me actually throw some good jobs out to the team, because that was a really good team. Especially for standard. But yeah, so we were basically unkillable except for, I think we died 1 time. So really good. Bullet Seed I'm still not as big of a fan of as Belch, but we'll see in a minute once we use Belch and Covet, of course. But Bullet Seed was pretty good. I like the aiming. It just felt like it didn't do a lot of damage. Like if I'm going to use Bullet Seed, I feel like I have to have an item that increases my damage output for it. But it is kind of, it's helpful when you have team members around that are also doing damage and you're just kind of throwing in that residual damage. But otherwise, pretty decent showing. So we're going to cut to the next match and then we're going to try out the other 2 moves for Greedent. All right, we're going into our second game here. We have Greninja, Gardevoir, Charizard, and Blissey. The Charizard's a master, which is pretty dope. We're fighting Sylveon, Garchomp, Gengar, Greninja, and another Greedent. So that's cool. We get to fight a Greedent and be a Greedent at the same time, so we get to see it kind of on both sides. So this is like my 5th match. The other matches either were just not very good, or like in terms of the showcase for Greedent, or I just forgot to put Covet on and instead went for Stuffed Cheeks. So hopefully this will be the match, right? So what we're going to do, nobody called their position, so I'm going to see where we go. It looks like Waltz is going there with Froakie. They're going, okay, so I'm going to go mid, I guess. Nobody else is calling mid. Typically you don't see Greedent go mid, but it's not a bad idea considering how early Greedent evolves. So this kind of just makes it easier for me to immediately get my moves and start being a tank early. So this is pretty cool. We get to see, the first match we got to see Greedent in lane, but now we're going to get to see how Greedent works as a jungler, which, isn't obviously his preferred path, but it is something that you can do. So let's just get this Corphish. Probably should have just gone for the Bouffalant right here, but that's fine. But yeah, and that's like, the last match I actually remembered to grab Covet, but it was such a bad match in terms of a showcase for Greedent. The enemy team pushed so hard, and my team just did not know what to do about it. Alright, so immediately we're going to get Covet. Already, I'm going to say before I even use Covet, because I used it in the last match, so I kind of got an idea of how it worked. I'm not as big of a fan of it as I am Stuffed Cheeks. It's just, Greedent runs in a straight line, does a little bit of damage, but nothing crazy. Alright, so right here we're going to get the bees. That's going to help us a lot with experience. Obviously, we want to get Belch as soon as possible. Alright, so let's use Covet here. So yeah, we're charging into the enemy, blowing them back a little bit, shooting out some Oran Berries, but really, we're not doing much, right? It's kind of hard to say that we're really doing anything here. So let me do this. So the main problem that I have with Covet, and you'll kind of see, is that Greedent is forced into like a straight line, and it's really hard to turn him. So when you're using like Belch or something, right, it typically is going to be kind of hard to aim it unless the enemy's already right in front of you because of how the move works, right? So that's going to be pretty difficult. Alright, so I see the Ghastly and the Squavit are doing that. I'm actually going to come up and help. They're pushing, so I'm actually going to help push back, as well as maybe score. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, no, they're kind of sitting there. I can't score because I have 30. So I'm going to try and go down below and score. I'm also going to try and steal their farm real quick. The sooner I can get my ult, the better. That's the problem, is like Score Shield is good, but it really doesn't protect you that long. Alright, so now we have Belch. Now we have our attacking move. Alright, so we're going to go in with Squelbit. We're going to rush in. So immediately they have their Frogadier. So yeah, you see how, right, it's very hard to turn. So then when you're trying to aim with Belch, it becomes kind of hard just for the simple fact that, you know, you're kind of in a straight line, right? Alright, so I'm gonna covet with Squelbit. Also, what I like about Stuffed Cheeks is that it throws out like a lot, right? However, with Covet, it only throws out a few berries. There's not much going on for Squelbit here. Okay, so they are running. They're kind of just staying back, you know, pretty clever, right? They're actually pretty good at the game. All right, so we're gonna chase down Sylveon. We're gonna kill Greninja here. So the rough thing here, right, is that they're staying at their goal, so it's kind of hard for me to really do much. All right, so let me covet here. Let me get a little bit of healing going. All right, so Gibble's dead. And once again, this is the problem, man. It takes forever to kill because all of our attackers are up top, but they're not pushing. So you have Blissey, who is a support, and then me, who is a defender, trying to do all the damage, and nothing ends up happening. This is the one problem with playing standard, but I don't want to play ranked because I don't really know how to play Greedent, and ranked can get really sweaty, especially in the higher ranks. So it's really hard to do anything, right? Alright, so already, you can see Greedent does do some damage, man. When you allow Greedent to get in there and do some damage, he does do a lot. And yo, Greninja just did so much. Yeah, no, look how hard it is to do anything. I mean, our attackers, they did push one goal, but we kind of need them down here. I really want to tell them to come down here because we need help. I mean, we can't do anything. We're a defender and an assist, but we're not doing the damage to kind of help out, right? So already they did take that. So I'm gonna kind of bully. I got my Unite move. You wasted yours on me. That's cool. Alright, I'm using my Unite move here. Already, I don't know what's happening. My guy isn't moving very well. Yeah, Squelbit's not moving. Alright, so we killed the Sylveon. That's good. We're gonna covet here. Get a little Belch off. Greninja's doing way too much damage, dude. We have to get that Dreadnought. Yeah, if my team could come down here, that'd be great. Dreadnought's gonna be very helpful. I have my, I already have my ult unlocked and everything, but I would like, you know, to be good. See, look at that. Their team is much better, like, working together. All right, let me start getting this bar going. All right, let's go. Got a little bit of a score going there. Then they got the, oh yeah, they got the shields. Yeah, okay. So that's a little rough. Obviously, we didn't get the shields, so we are not as in a good of a spot. Another thing about Belch, this is kind of why I also prefer Bullet Seed. Belch, while it does have an increased range of fire, like it covers an arc, and it does a lot of damage still. Well, the thing is, Bullet Seed, I feel like it's just more versatile. I feel like it works better for a lot of situations. All right, let me grab these berries. That's the thing too with Greedent, and why I don't typically play him too much at the moment. It's just because he requires a lot more micromanaging. On the part of, you know, having all the berries, making sure the enemy doesn't get them too much. Alright, let's do this. Alright, I'm gonna get out of here. So, you know, Covet's really good to get away, though. I can even come back. Alright, I'm actually gonna ult the Greninja here. Alright, let me Belch. Let's get some firepower going. That's the thing is, Greedent's ult does give him unlimited berry storage for a minute, so Belch does literally its max damage. For a hot minute, it does max damage. So that's pretty good. We're gonna rush up and try to get this Rotom. Alright, so let's try and rush up real quick. We do have full Belch ready to go. Sylveon is right here. Alright, so we're actually... Alright, so here comes Gengar. Alright, let's do this. Alright, I'm trying to defend from Rotom, if my team can help me out.
You're on fire!
We're not doing too bad, honestly. Like, it's a little... Actually, it's kind of in our favor right now. We have an extra goal, so no, man, no, it's not looking too bad. Alright. Alright, let's push them a little bit. If I could kill Gengar, it'd be great. Their Squirrel was actually looking a little rough around the edges. Is this Gengar gonna ult me? He is. Yeah, I'm dead. Gengar basically solo ulted me to push that. That's fine. They can take that. They are going to get the 50 points, which is unfortunate. I'm pretty much just wanting to make sure I have my ult ready for Zapdos here in a minute. Hopefully my team kind of realizes we need to get back. Our Curlia is not a Gardevoir yet. This is my main problem with Curlia. It's so hard to become a Gardevoir. Alright, if we kill Gengar now, that's big. Yep, Gengar and Sylveon are both down for Zapdos, so let's just go in. Yeah, I know, our Curlia is still a Curlia. That's rough. They're going to get that 100, which sucks, but it's whatever. Alright, we need to defeat Zapdos. Like, that is a big thing. We need to defeat Zapdos. So I'm going to start attacking. I know they can come in and steal. However, I'm just more concerned about getting some damage in and getting my berries going. Alright, we do have Gardevoir now. Gardevoir is on deck. I think you can get your ult immediately as Gardevoir. Alright, so I just need Gardevoir to do some damage here. We're going to belch. Alright, and now I'm going to ult. And there we go. See, that's what's so good about Greedent's ult is you can just do infinite belches for like a hot minute, and it's like the max power belches too. Alright, so let's just push it on the Greninja, wherever he ran off to, whatever, it does not matter. Alright, spawn this Greedent. Alright, I need to live though. I need to get back. I'm actually going to get back. I'm going to try and tell my team to retreat. Basically, we just have to play a really good defense game and we win, dude. That's it. So hopefully they kind of realize, hey, get back. Because if they push us right now, it could be rough, right? Let me tell them one more time to retreat. Charizard's like, keep the pressure on, but it's like, no, if they come in right now with their, because they probably have a bunch of points too. If they come in, they can still win. But we were able to get Zapdos, which is pretty good. So let's see what happens. We got 20 seconds left. If they push right now, it could be rough. I am Greedent and I do have my ult ready to go. So I could ult them. But that just kind of depends, right? Alright, let's Greedent ult. Oh, that Greedent just ran away, dude. That Greedent didn't want any of this. Yo, let's go. All right. That was a good game. It was a little rough around the start, but it wasn't too bad. We got to see Greedent as a jungler, which, you know, he still performs very well. Obviously, you get the moves earlier on, but overall, pretty much the same gameplay, or game plan, I guess, but it's just a little bit different because of the jungle. We got MVP again. Dude, I didn't even care if we won or lost. I just wanted a competent game where we could show off Greedent with all of his moves. So that was really good. That was a good game. Let me just pop off some good jobs. Look at Blissey with the 11 assists, though. So, not too bad. So, overall, let's kind of go over to the impressions of Greedent. Alright, so that was the showcase for Greedent. Basically, we just did 2 matches so we could show off all 4 of his special moves. The upgraded ones, of course, once you start gaining levels. And of course, we did show them off in different situations. We also got a fight where we fought a Greedent too, which was pretty good. So overall, I think Greedent's a really good defender. He also does a good bit of damage. I would say if you want to go for damage, you're better off with Belch compared to Bullet Seed. However, me personally, I prefer Bullet Seed. I just like the range that it has. I like how it's a little easier to control compared to Belch. Belch does have that arc compared to Bullet Seed, which is just kind of like a small straight line, but ultimately I had more fun using Bullet Seed. Looking at his Stuffed Cheeks and Covet, I prefer Stuffed Cheeks all the way. I'm gonna say this right now, I don't like Covet. I would say the best part about Covet is that you get the speed boost longer than Stuffed Cheeks, so it's easier to get away. But overall, I would say Stuffed Cheeks is better because it throws out enough berries so that you automatically get your gauge filled. Covet just throws out one at a time, and it's not the same place every time. Like sometimes it arches a little more to the right or the center, and then with Stuffed Cheeks, you can aim where the berries go and plan around that. So for me personally, my ideal Greedent set would be Bullet Seed Stuffed Cheeks. I think it's a really good combo. That's the combo I had more fun with. However, you can't go wrong with Stuffed Cheeks and Belch. I understand that Covet does help to reduce the cooldown of Belch or Bullet Seed, so you know you can use Covet and then use those moves. But the problem with Covet is that it runs in such a straight line that's kind of hard to turn and aim with it. So I feel like Covet Bullet Seed would be god awful at the end of the day. Greedent's ult. Okay, here's the one thing I will say. Greedent's ult with Belch. This is, okay, I will say, I think Belch Stuffed Cheeks is not bad for the reason of his ult. When you pop his ult, you use unlimited full-powered Belches for like a hot second. It helps with stuff like Zapdos, Dreadnought. If you're in a huge team fight, you can just eliminate it. In fact, I showed that off in the second match. We were in a team fight. I took like 3 people out. Zapdos I helped take because I did the ult into Belches, right? So I will say, I think the best thing is probably honestly Belch Stuffed Cheeks, and then you use ult and you just go off with Belch. So I'll probably do that. However, Bullet Seed is not wrong either. It is pretty fun. But that is the Greedent showcase. That's pretty much it. I think Greedent's pretty good. He is very hard to kill, dude. I think I died a little too much in that second match, but in the first match, we only died once. Like, he is very hard to kill because he can get away easily. He can heal with the berries. It's very hard to kill Greedent in a lot of situations. So I think he's a really good character. I don't see myself using him too much when it comes to defenders. Personally, I prefer Blastoise, and then I mostly play attackers and sometimes like Blissey as support. But Greedent's pretty fun. I would not mind using Greedent a lot more in the future. All right, so that's going to be it for the Greedent showcase. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. This is the first time I've done a solo YouTube format. Typically, I take my Twitch live streams and I condense them down and make them into videos. So let me know what you guys thought of this, what I should change and improve upon, of course. And I'm going to try to do more showcases when it comes to Pokemon Unite, mainly on the new characters, but I might go back to some of the older characters because I do enjoy this game a lot. But I will see you guys next time with whatever video we decide to do. So you guys have yourselves a good day, night, whatever it is, wherever you are. Also, make sure to drop a like on the video and subscribe if you aren't. I would greatly appreciate it, of course, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.